Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Kindred, or Spirit Blossom Kindred, and we'll be facing off against the Teemo adventure from the Spirit Blossom campaign. Spirit Blossom Kindred is probably the only new Spirit Blossom champion that I managed to get to 5 stars. So hopefully those 5 stars are enough to take on the 6-star Spirit Blossom Teemo adventure. I did get a epic relic slot on her, so I could take the beast within. It helps synergize with the beast, so it has overwhelm, deals a bit more damage, and Kindred's level up as well. And then we have Grand General's counter plan and Archangel Staff, so I can cast Kindred's champion spell for 4 mana, so I deal 3 to everything, except it's actually 6 to everything because of the blasting sigil. It also restores for health, which is nice. So that's the game plan, just cast Dance of Arrows a bunch of times and clear the opponent's board, and we close out the game with the Hallowed from the runic slot, buffing up our units, mostly the beast though. Okay, I guess the game just really wants me to win this run then. Perfected mana flow and stable inventory. I think perfected mana flow is just better in every situation. It gets us to our higher cost cards a lot quicker. Because of that we can drop down Kindred on the second turn. Yeah, let's pick up the mana flow, perfected mana flow. Now I'm completely convinced that there's no way we can lose. Unless the opponent high rolls, that can happen. But with us just getting so much mana per turn, I seriously doubt it. Honestly, this is a fine keep. We can go Death Seer. Keep the Vile Fist around in case we need to target something. Or the Death Seer can jump block one of the opponent's units quite easily. Next turn we drop down Kindred, we block the Grand Maya Noki. Can go for a Vile Fist as well in one of the opponent's units if I need to. Honestly, I'm doing it just so I can have another blocker. Also, the Beast Within buffs the spiders, which is nice. Let's block there, we'll block here. We're taking 8. But it's fine because Dance of Arrows is going to restore 4 every time we use it. And next turn we're actually going to be able to use it a bunch. I do burn a card here though, which is unfortunate.
An interplay of shadows like dappling sunlight.
That was decent enough. Do I go for a second one? I'm actually going to attack first. Actually, let's pull the elusive. Ooh, the opponent doesn't understand that this doesn't take damage or die. Neat. Now we know. I can actually go Withering Mists here. It doesn't restore to health, but it does mark the opponent's units. So I can go for a Dance of Arrows for 4 here, clear all of those. Now Kindred is basically leveled up. I just need to need the opponent to play 1 unit. I can use the Dance of Arrows to mark it, and then I use the Beast's Frenzy. Do I want to close out the game here?
Sleep
Or do I want to try and restore health with the Dance of Arrows? Let's try to go for a kill here. I'm not sure if this ends
Their
up
pulse fades away.
leading us to victory or not. Okay, we don't kill the opponent right away. We just deal a bunch of damage instead. Sure would be nice if we played some units so I could go for the Dance of Arrows and hopefully restore a bit of health. Damn. 6 damage off of the puff caps. If only I could play Dance of Arrows for 4 without the opponent having units on board.
An interplay of
I guess I'll
shadows
just do
like
this.
sunlight.
Restore as much health as I can.
We do not linger.
And then close out the game.
More lie ahead.
We took a bit of damage there. But I don't think I need to be concerned. Mostly because the following encounters won't shuffle that many puff caps back into my deck. So I should be fine. All of these are absolutely atrocious. Can I get the damaging spell, please? I guess we're picking up Card Cutter. I mean, play deal 1 to an enemy. Does it work with Kindred's Mark? When I damage an enemy. It should work. So it's 3 mana to mark an enemy. And it also has Rally on Death. That sounds decent. Mountain Goat, Aphelios, Katarina, or Tryndamere. It's kind of tempting to pick Tryndamere because we have ramp. So we can get to Tryndamere faster. But I would much rather pick a region that has damaging spells as our support region. If I could get built over and zone, that would be nice. Jax, Nidalee, Aphelios yet again. Jax, Nidalee. Am I really going to spend all of my rerolls here? Nasus, Corina, and Caitlyn and Diana. Weight of the Judgment deals either 4 or 8. I guess we're picking Nasus. Mostly because the built over and zone choice of Caitlyn really doesn't work with my deck. Oh, I hope I'm not making a mistake.
Tell you when I get there.
Enemies have impact too. For Spellburn. It's tempting to go for it. And the summon ally set itself to 1. And mana flow. Most of our allies only have 1 health anyway. I mean, Patient Beast is an exception. And so is the Buckeye Sense Spinner and the Death Seer, but everything else only has 1 health. If I avoid encounters with Overwhelm, can I afford to take the Overconfident? It's better not to risk it. Anti-up. Taker has fleeting and -2 cost. Do I want to get Kindred down earlier? I think so. So maybe anti-up is fine. Now, the 2 quiet plays only when the player targets a unit granted to spirit, but the Dance of Arrows doesn't target. so it doesn't. This is not actually relevant for our game plan. So let's go for it. I'm also avoiding the other encounter because I feel like I can't develop a full board of units before it fills up my board with landmarks. That's a fine keep. I'm keeping Dance of Arrows and the Taker and the Glass Cutter. We have a nice 2 and a 1, and then another one next turn. Let's drop down the Taker. We can go ahead and mark that unit, because Kindred marks whatever she deals damage to. And then next turn, that one is getting marked, right? A random enemy, okay, it's random. Still, if he marks the one of the spritelings is fine. I'm actually going to get full spell mana next turn, so I'm going to do this. Make sure we're efficient with our mana usage. And then we can go ahead and with Patient Beast there to mark an additional unit. Alright, target. Never mind. I'm actually going to do this here. Actually, no, never mind. Let's take the 10, we can regenerate. We're going to actually mark there. The Patient Beast is going to strike all of these, so 3 of them die.
I hope you're excited to die too.
That's unfortunate. I'll wait for the next turn before doing anything else. I'm going to overdraw one here. Actually, never mind, I miscounted the amount of cards I had in hand. Right. These targets. So I might be completely unable to level up Kindred. There goes my game plan then. Because I wasn't paying attention to what my deck did. I'll make it work. Let's go ahead and pull. No, let's pull this one. I want to set it up so that the opponent's units die either to the Patient Beast or to the Dance of Arrows next turn.
An interplay of shadow like dappled sunlight.
Let's spend all our mana. Sure, let's Class Cutter there. Oh, wait, that actually targets. Right. I keep forgetting about it's targeting even if it's just a 1 damage at burst speed. Well, at the very least, the opponent's only attacking with this unit. Could be significantly worse. Let's Dance of Arrows, restore some health. And then we are going to drop down the Nazas. Mostly because I want to try and close out the game next turn. And I need to attack with something to do so. Unfortunately, the Patient Beast doesn't target anything that turn, but it should be fine. Let's attack like so. Attack with everything. If he wants to trade into the prey, I'll take it.
Spade in hand.
Can I try to kill the opponent this turn? If I make that unit go away, that deals more damage. And if I go ahead and go for the Dance of Arrows,
A glimpse of what is yet to come.
that also increases the amount of damage it takes. Let's do it like so.
The expanse of eternity stretched out before me.
Next turn, if he attacks with something, I'll just jump off with the class cutter and win through that. Nothing. Okay, I'll take it. The opponent can't really do anything, right? He's sleeping that, or he's actually something he's sprattling. But it's not like that's relevant at all.
Your bows for the brambles.
Let's go ahead and... Actually, I'll block here. I have a plan. It starts a free attack challenging a unit.
An interplay of
But if I
shadows
sleep
like
said
dappled
unit...
sunlight.
Okay, if I sleep said unit, it doesn't have a target, so it doesn't work. Well, at least I did it for science. If somehow I had found out a way to close out the game earlier, that would have been nice. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I'll just win here. So, I ended up taking a lot more damage than I wanted, or a lot longer than I wanted. But we managed to win without losing a significant amount of health, or any at all, because I did restore it throughout the course of the game. So I'd say this was still a net positive, even if I had to take a bit longer on it, on this encounter. Maybe I could have gone for the all your units have base power or base toughness 1. Chronicler of Ruin, kill an allied and revive it. Ether Fiend. I guess I'm taking the Chronicler of Ruin, though I'm not really happy about it. All of these are pretty terrible. Kill a unit with total power and health 5 or less. Drain the enemy nexus 2. Nah, let's move on. Let's go for the dancers. Even though we do target the opponent's units, or we learn that we target the opponent's units a lot more than I anticipated last encounter, I still feel like this encounter will be easier, mostly because the opponent doesn't really have a way to deal with Kindred. And the other opponent does. I was about to complain that I didn't draw Kindred on the first turn,
They retreat.
but I did. Which is perfect. Now we have set up so that we can kill those 3 next turn.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Let's go class cutter into Dance of Arrows.
Spin it round, throw it down.
Like so.
An
Now we
interplay
clear
of
everything basically.
dappled sunlight. Be still.
Just like that. A complete board clear. And we have a 14 attack Nessus. And we can also go for the beast on whatever he plays up next. In fact, I'm just going to play Nasus here.
All things CS on their periphery.
Really? You're bouncing Nasus back to hand.
Foolish.
It's fine. That's just delaying the inevitable.
We do not linger.
If he plays something here, it just dies. Or he gives me the level up on Kindred. Never mind, because by blocking there I actually killed the unit in the back row. Forgot about that part. Please place something that doesn't die immediately. Thank you.
Sleep now.
Now we get to properly level up Kindred. Yeah, that does nothing. You buffing your unit just means that... okay, he managed to save the Green Blade duo by going ahead and... oh, because the opponent is not marked, it no longer gets affected by the beast if within or beast's frenzy. Interesting. Well, the opponent's offering me a turns pass, so I'm going to take it. Let's go ahead and do this, because I want the beast's frenzy in hand. Right, swapping targets. Forgot about that. That case, let's do
A
this.
glimpse of what is yet.
It clears the opponent's entire board, basically. If the opponent has another bounce effect, this is a waste of 6 mana. But I'm going to risk it, just because I want to end the game here.
A vast
Okay,
land.
it doesn't have another bounce effect, so it dies.
Life and death inexorably interwoven.
We managed to win without losing a considerable amount of health.
With grace and
Yet again.
precision.
Starting to feel better and better about this run. That last encounter did take a bit longer than I wanted, but it should be fine. The box deals 6 to everything, or to all units that were summoned last round. While it's tempting, it's not really that great, is it? It's a bit awkward to use. I'm still going to take it. We got free spell mana anyway. Withering Mist, shuffle 2 copies of it into the deck, double damage but cost 1 more. Can I double the double? Can I make it so it's 5 mana deal 12 to every unit that was summoned this round? It would be cool if it was the case. Now let's go for it. And in the healer encounter, I guess I'm cutting the Chronicler of Ruin. Mostly because we don't really need to kill a unit and revive it. The Sorrow Eater or the Fox Spirit. We do cast a lot of spells. So maybe the Sorrow Eater is better? Sure. Let's go for the Sorrow Eater.
You know you want me.
I'm going to need to find a way to protect my Kindred, however, because he can very easily steal it with Evelyn. Let's skip the Weight of Judgment and the Vile Fist. They might be useful as pieces of removal. Can I get the Kindred, please? Yet another game where I don't draw Kindred off of the Hero's Welcome, which is incredibly annoying. Let's pass, see what the opponent does.
Keep your head down, okay?
Honestly, that's fine. I'm just going to Deal 8 to that. Try to draw a Kindred. I shouldn't have, because I'm stupid. I forgot Kindred is Kindred is fleeting. I should have waited for the next turn. Oh well. I'm just going to pass yet again. The opponent's going to steal whatever I summon here. I'm just going to drain 2.
Another plaything.
14 damage. Well, at least I have a way to draw another Kindred off of the Weight of Judgment. And the opponent has a full board, so if he wants to play stuff, he's going to need to go ahead and override whatever units he has.
Does it hurt?
That's a very large Evelyn. Fortunately, it has a mark on it, so it's not the end of the world.
We do not linger.
But if I do this, that gets marked. I can steal something back from the opponent. I think I'm going to do that, to do it at the end of the turn. Now if he wants to steal one of my units, he's going to have to wait a bit before doing so. We can go Dance of Arrows, mark something random. Then we do sticks to everything. It reduces the cost of the Beast's Frenzy by a whole bunch. But the important part is that I kill the Evelyn here. Yeah, the opponent attacks me with a overwhelming Horns of the Dragon. But I'm fine. Actually, I can even kill the overwhelming Horns of the Dragon. So we're safe, we don't even take that much damage here. Let's use all our mana. And then next turn we just develop Anadas and win off of that.
The cycle has continued. We hunt, we kill.
And then we start again.
I think I'm just going to do this first.
Yet to come.
Level up Kindred. And then we attack with everything else. This way you get double the value off of the Hallowed.
Remember us by. We do not
Just
linger.
like this. We managed to win without even taking that much damage. I'm impressed. For a second there, when we didn't draw Kindred at the start, and then I proceeded to blunder one Kindred away, I thought we were going to lose and end up having to use one of my revives.
With grace and
But as it
precision.
turns out, I managed to save the game somehow. Great Club, Heavy Hands, Warding Charm. Warding Charm makes Kindred harder to remove. But Heavy Hands doubles the damage she deals. I think that's important.
Shall we go together?
Okay, and Kindred by herself is already kind of hard to remove. The opponent needs to have a bounce or something else in order to do it. In my sights, or Glutton for Punishment. I think Glutton for Punishment works with the can't take damage or die. Then again, when an ally survives damage, the ally needs to take damage in the first place, so maybe it doesn't work. Either way, I still think that it's the best option. Allies are ephemeral. The first time an ally dies, each round revive it. So basically, everything but Kindred dies for the sake of Undying Legion. Honestly, I can do better than Undying Legion. And we rerolled it into the exact same set of powers. That's kind of impressive, honestly. Sure. Let's make this a bit more challenging. Ooh, a smooth soloist encounter. That's very tempting. A lot more tempting than the gold chest, honestly. Let's go for the bottom path. I might end up getting screwed by the encounter with the chimes. But it's just a matter of me playing it correctly. Yeah, I'll keep this entire hand. The odds of getting Kindred here are very high. And of course I don't get the Kindred. Because I'm unlucky like that. Well, I can still go Death Seer.
Looks like I'm ready.
Right. My units are ephemeral.
The form without form.
Well, let's hope the opponent blocks this one. The Vengeful Limb, just so I can mark something else from the opponents. And now both my units die. I'm actually going to use the... Never mind, I was going to use the Weight of Judgment in order to block the large unit the opponent has, but I no longer need to do so. Let's do that there. We draw another unit. We draw another Nazas, in fact. Ooh, the power does work, the glutton for punishment. Good to know. That means this Kindred is going to get massive.
Its heart beats fast now.
It knows.
Let's go ahead and clear most of the opponent's units. We reduce the cost of the Beast's Frenzy by a lot. Ooh, we actually have 2 in hand now. Cool.
We do not linger.
Let's attack, sure. Deal 16 twice. There goes my Kindred. And with her, my game plan. How do I even win here?
It's good to be the king.
Well, at least I have the box in order to remove that thing. Okay, the opponent has nothing else. I was worried for a second that the opponent was playing smart
Shall we do
and not using the... not committing everything onto the board at once.
embrace life?
Let's see if the opponent decides to block this attack. He doesn't. Does he have removal? Or is it something else? I desperately need the opponent to go ahead and develop stuff that I can mark with my units and spells. Do I want to get through my deck? I think so. Let's just cycle a bit. Okay, that's good. Can go for the Dance of Arrows here. Mark that.
Sunlight.
Then we go for a Beast's Frenzy. That should make it so all the cards in the opponent's hand are free actually. Yep. He's rolling, but he's also wasting most of the cards in his hand by doing this. So this might actually be a decent play, just because of that. And I can do this.
Threads of fate, unraveled and rewoven.
Trade into the opponent's unit.
Sorry, Master.
Next turn that thing gets marked. And the opponent doesn't really have a lot of cards in hand, so I might be able to close out the game with the Beast's Frenzy. Treasure Trash. That's okay. What are the odds he got removal off of that? High enough that I don't want to risk it, honestly. Or I don't want to risk giving the opponent free plays. Or at the very least I want the... what's it called? The effect of the Treasure Trash to proc, so he can only play 3 more cards this round, so that's one. That's a second. Let's play this, try to make him play a third one. Okay, he's not going to play the third one. If he's not going to play a third card, then I should do this. Or I should do this. I'm going to do this just to deal a bit of damage to the opponent's Nexus. And now I can level up Kindred.
Glimpse of what is yet to come.
I smell prey.
In fact, I close out the game here
Who it is now?
Everyone
because
here
Kindred has double attack. Okay, so I managed to pull off the win, even against an encounter where I'm not really favored against. Now the main problem is definitely going to be the... what's it called? The Shime's encounter. Ruinous Path, draw 1. If you've slain a unit this round, drain 2 from the enemy nexus. Except it's a 3 mana drain 8 from the enemy nexus. Do we want a 3 mana drain 8? And draw 1. It sounds like fun, so sure. Worst case scenario, the card replaces itself. Alright, also I get an Undying Legion, so my units are even more unkillable. Definitely dehold it. Echoes of the Past. When the foe's Nexus survives damage, they plant chimes in their deck equal to the damage squared. I definitely need to wait for the opponent to be either A, out of resources, or B, I just grow my units to an absurdly large degree, and then I close out the game with a big swing with large units. Okay, so obviously we play Kindred here. I'm just going to poke the Mr. Thrift. Actually, it doesn't work. I was about to... I wanted the Mr. Thrifts to be marked. But it didn't work like that.
sleep.
A bit unfortunate. Wow, the opponent just had all the Mr. Thrifts in hand, I see. How lucky can one man be? And he pulls a Meduli from my deck, from the Nightmare. I definitely need to get rid of the Mr. Thrifts right away. But I'm pretty sure dealing 1 won't even mark that Mr. Thrift, so let's do this. I suppose I'll do this as well. At least that Mr. Thrift dies. Like, I get more Puffcaf shuffled into the deck, but it's fine.
Glimpse of what is yet to come.
Next turn, everything dies here.
Its heart beats fast now.
It knows.
I'm getting a bunch of Puffcafs shuffled in, but it should be the end of that. Let's develop a Deaths here. That's a Meduli. 22 cards in deck.
We do not linger.
This deals exact damage to the Meduli, so I'm going to do it. We buff up Kindred a little bit. This is going to shuffle way too many Puffcaps into the opponent's deck, so let's pass. I need to play it slow. It's fine. That is no longer fine.
Open minds and clean.
The card draw is definitely not fine. Guess I'm taking 6 here.
Pride was my end, as it will be yours.
Right, targeting makes it so one of the opponent's units gets marked.
Strongest subject.
So this is fine.
An interplay of shadow like dappled sunlight.
We're going to do this. We clear the opponent's board and we rally. And we get the class cutter back. If I attack with Kindred, I deal 20. I think I wait to play Nasus and then attack with Nasus.
They will.
Or at the very least I go for the Beast's Frenzy.
You serve the Empire. I am but your guide.
For their stunned Nasus. Bit unfortunate, because it wastes the rally effect. Let's hope he doesn't have more removal. So this is 30 twice. Unless the opponent has another play here, this just closes out the game. Can I afford to take that chance? If he stuns Kindred, it's fine.
This was fun. Who will we chase now?
Everyone, dear
But it's
one.
only, he only has 4 mana, so it's not like he can go for the effect that stuns for 4 mana.
We do not linger.
So this attack was always going to guarantee a victory. Oh, I had to think a bit there. But I managed to win by not committing way too early. I almost ruined the run because of that before. I don't remember what champion, but it's on the channel. But it's Sundays, Caberneting Rock Bear, Fleeting Spirits. I guess we're picking up more Fleeting Spirits. And go for a shop. All of these are pretty terrible. Lethality. Yeah, I guess. Don't really have anything better. And let's move on. Got the card. I'm guessing that the Fading Icon is the weakest link in my deck. I guess it does develop two bodies, and that's kind of fine. But we can do better. Alright, time for the last encounter. Atakan is definitely going to be a problem. Actually no, unless he plays something larger than Atakan, Atakan is just never going to attack because of the Hold It. So that's fine. Definitely keeping the Weight of Judgment just in case I need to draw Kindred. That's a Kindred. I'm pretty sure the opponent doesn't have any way to remove a unit that can't take damage or die.
I've had enough of you.
But he can definitely stun it, so I can't jump block using her. How unfortunate. And the opponent just developed a full board. Because he got lucky and hit a couple of nightmares. Sure would be nice if I had hit the 2-drop. Because now I can't go for Vile Fist and Dance of Arrows. But I can go for the Patient Beast. I'm pretty sure play effects bypass Spell Shield. So doing this is fine.
They will.
Kill an ally if it has... Or kill all units that have 5 or less power. 4 or less power. But if I do this, my unit survives. Because of the Glutton for Punishment. Okay, sure, I could have let the beast die because of the what's it called? Undying Legion. But this, by doing this, I actually end up having a larger board.
Linger.
Its heart beats fast now.
Let's work on the... Wait, he rallies? That effect rallies him? Yes, he does. Well, would you look at that?
Still.
I didn't realize that was a rally effect. Well, I guess I'm taking a bit more damage than I anticipated this turn. Still fine.
Sleep.
We have 22 health to spare. We proc the Deathless on the Atakan. So we're one step closer to removing him.
They will.
Unseen forces are at play.
Let's go ahead and try and develop
This is not your
some
end.
blockers
Not yet.
at burst speed, because otherwise I'm pretty screwed. Let's mark a random enemy. Make sure Kindred removes at least one of the opponent's attackers.
One to remember us by.
And now all of the opponent's units are marked, so we can start just going for Dance of Arrows every turn to clear the opponent's entire board. Oh! We proc the opponent's power. On his turn even. Am I scared of this board? Honestly, if the opponent's offering me the end turn, I'm definitely not. Mostly because the Patient Beast clears everything. And I get to keep these two guys. Obviously I'm going to overdraw a bunch when they die because they draw one on summon. But it should be okay.
They will.
Honestly, I can just go for Beast's Frenzy and probably close out the game here. Yep. Just like that. That went a lot better than I anticipated.
With grace and precision.
We managed to kill the last encounter very quickly, even through the double health bar, which was something that I didn't expect. I was actually I expected the last encounter to go on for a bit longer, but as soon as we leveled up Kindred, we just completely destroyed everything. Yeah, the onboard. I guess that's because we had the Patient Beast on board too, and the opponent's board wasn't really that scary. What a good run, honestly. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.